from wherever you are watching us from. This is this is Estin Radio Vision, and this is your favorite program, the CONFAB. Uh, we want to appreciate our esteemed navigators for always staying true tuned to us. For always liking, for following, and always commenting on all our posts. We want to use this medium to appreciate you so much. And with me here, I have a regular face that we've always been seeing on the program.
All right. Thank you, AYOMIKUN, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our viewers wherever you are watching us right now. We say thank you for stay tuned for joining us on your favorite program, the CONFAB. Adenipekun, Afolabi, your prince on
On
the
the
show.
show.
I'm saying once again, welcome to the CONFAB for today.
Yeah, welcome, Afolabi. On this note, I will be, appreciating our CEO in person of
The
the
King
King Michael
Michael
Adeboye
Adeboye Ashaolu.
Ashaolu, and our producer, of course, which I am privileged to have on the show with me today, in person of Adenipekun Afolabi, your prince on the show, and the man
Thanks
behind.
for that apology.
And the man behind the button, the big Balu,
Mm,
yeah, Abdusamad Balogun.
Balogun.
And also, I'm bringing greetings to all other esteemed stars, Chiamaka and Oluwapo, Festus and Olamide. And I will also, want to appreciate the regular anchor
Mm,
of the confab,
Fab. Mm,
the person of Alex
Posimi.
Posimi. Yeah,
Lex Posimi.
Alex
Mm.
Posimi. All right, before we go into what we have for today, let's quickly go on a short break. All right, so welcome back again. Welcome back again. This is still your favorite show, the Confab. On Afolabi, on Saturday, we've been
Mm,
discussing about the terrorist attack on
mm,
in Nigeria, of which there are a lot of there are a lot that have been attacked on the okay, like they put it, they said the Christian
mm,
in the country. So on this note, we made mention that the advisor to Donald Trump released a statement whereby he's urging Donald Trump, to he's urging Donald Trump to to seek into the Nigerian matter,
that.
yeah, about the of which we discussed about it on Saturday. Now Donald Trump has answered to to the messages, and so he said if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country.
Mm,
Now disgraced country. Guns are blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet. Just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians.
mm,
Warning: the Nigerian government better move
mm,
fast. Now, we've been saying that if the US, I asked I asked some questions on Saturdays, which like I said, does this mean that our security agencies are not they are not reliable, they are not
all proactive.
yeah, they are not proactive enough, for them to be able to cover for the to able to shoot the Nigerians from this terrorism, of which we've already discussed about it. But now Donald Trump now saying that he is now ready to launch attack on the Islamic terrorists. Now, I want to make I want to ask a question. Is it only the Christian that is being terrorized in the country, or or is both religion? Because as it is now, I think it's more now on one part of religion, which are the Christians. They're saying the Christian. Now, is it only the Christians that are being terrorized in the country?
Okay, thank you, Ayomikun. With the statement of the President of United States of America, that is Donald Trump,
Donald Trump, yeah.
on the killing of the so-called innocent. But you know why I said so-called innocent is because I would not like to subscribe to the statement that killing of the Christian. Like I said the last time that we talked about this program, that it is not only Christian
Yeah.
that is affected, and an injury to one is an injury to all. But I want the USA President Donald Trump to look at it this way, that it is not only Christian that reside, or they are the citizens of the Nigeria. We have Christian, traditionalist, and Muslim.
Muslims.
Now, if we want to protect, the protection is not meant for one religion; it's for everyone. That would make the statement of the Donald Trump to be a thing that the Nigerians will like to even to look at, that okay, indeed this is what the Donald Trump is talking about, that okay, indeed he really made the business. But segregating that,
Yeah.
okay, there's some set of people that you want to save their life, that okay, it is the Muslim that are killing the Christian. Don't be surprised that if we were able to get the names of the terrorists who are terrorizing the
Country.
country,
We might have
we
first see some
we we
Christian.
we may you may later discover that, sorry for using this name, I don't know anyone, but I want to use the name from the Bible. You may discover that you will see Matthew, Luke, John.
Yeah.
Yes, you will see them are part of the terrorist. You
Terrorist.
know why are they doing this? That is the first thing that we need to look at. Some people are doing it because some people employ them to be doing it. Like the era of Jonathan, somebody who of blessed memory now, the former president uh, Muhammadu
Buhari.
Buhari, he said something. He said, "I will make the state ungoverned for him." And during the times of Jonathan, indeed, the whole country is ungoverned for Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan was unable to conquer the terrorists then. That is why when the INEC declared former president, late
Buhari.
Muhammadu Buhari as the winner, willingly Jonathan he has to
Drop everything.
drop everything, that okay, I'm okay with the outcome of the election, just for him to have his own sanity, to have his mental
Yes.
rest. That is why I said, okay, I'm okay, because the issue of the country then, it will only take someone who is strong enough to be
Yeah.
able to stand, or to withstand that the scenario then. Now that the government of United States want to be of help to Nigeria, I think we should not have that segregation or sentiment that okay, it is only Christian that want to protect. Every one of us, we are Nigerians.
Yeah. And we must be
We,
protected
yes,
at
and
all cost.
that is one thing that we all need: our property protection, our life. Even before our property, our life first, because it is only someone who is alive that will be looking for the I have property in the Kantagora, I have property in the
Yes.
Kaduna, I have property in Oshun, or in Ekiti or Ogun State. We need to protect every one of us. That is what we need. And to me, a lot of people might have saying that we don't need the support of the USA to be of help, based on one thing or the other. But you know what? We are the one who open our doors
Yeah.
for the negotiation, or how will I put it? Because no country will want to assist you without having a kind of MOU with you that, okay, if we are able to conquer this, this is what
Yes.
we are going to do. And it is, should I say, it is the failure of our leaders. It is the failure of our leaders. We only talk when we need things. Immediately we get that, most of the leaders will keep silence.
They relax.
They will relax. But when they are not in the position, you see them saying all sort of things. They are blah 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 blah. This is this and that but immediately they got what they want.
They relax.
They
Yeah,
will
sorry.
relax.
That brings me to this old tweet that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. Before he wasn't the president. He made this tweet during Jonathan era, which he said that he said
Okay.
he said that the slaughtering of Christian worshippers is strongly condemnable. It calls to question the competence of Jonathan to protect Nigerians. Now, I now this bring that down. It's because of the statement you made. That's why it brought me. That's why I bring out this the tweet that the our president made in 2014. Now, does it now mean that we can now question his own competence as him ruling us as the president of Nigeria? Because I mean, what is happening during Jonathan's era is more or likely it is the same thing that is happening now in the country.
And you are right. You are right. Because what bring that comment then is still the same thing that we are experiencing.
Yeah.
That the slaughtering of the Christian worshipper is strongly condemnable. It is called to question the competency of Jonathan to protect Nigerians. Now I'm put it back to the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu that it is now that it need to call. I mean, like he said, that it calls to question.
Yeah.
It is called to question the competence of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu to protect Nigerians. Because if one of the reasons for you to be our president is to protect the life and property, why are we now experiencing this?
Yes.
It means he also need to work on how to secure the country.
Yeah, for someone to have made that kind of a statement, that means he probably have tactics on how things like that can be resolved.
You know, he may have them,
Okay.
but if you are not there, you don't know what is
Exactly.
happening there.
Yeah,
But
that's
now
true.
that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is there, he knows what is going on in the. What are the causes, the effect of the terrorism, the terrorists in a country. But then is not on the seat. He may not likely know what is going on,
Exactly.
what the Jonathan is experienced then. But now that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is also experiencing same thing, I think by now he will have been thinking that okay, this is exactly what is happening to Jonathan. Then now that I'm there, what will I do?
Yeah.
With the people around him, we allow him to overcome all these things because most of people surrounded them, most of them are the one feeding, eating from this issue of terrorism. Because okay, terrorists will be in the, let's say, in the forest,
Yeah.
and who is giving them what they are eating? How do they get food?
Even
Even the bag that they are using for their patrol or whatever,
yes, that's
where
what I want
do
to
they
say.
get
The
fuel?
bullets and the guns that they are
Who
using.
is supplying them
them.
the gun, the
The
firearm,
ammunitions, yeah.
the ammunition? Who is supplying them? If not the saboteur Nigerians that are doing it.
Yeah.
And why would they be doing it? Because they know that their family will not be affected, and they will get their daily food from that. And on they don't think about the others. What happens to others? They are not concerned.
Yeah, thank you, Afolabi, for that. Which this brings me to after the president Donald Trump made that statement, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also replied with a letter to the president. He said, since 2023, our administration has maintained an open and active engagement with Christian and Muslim leaders leaders alike and continues to address security challenges which affect citizens across faiths and religion. The characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality, nor does it take into in consideration the consistent and sincere efforts of the government to safeguard freedom of religion and beliefs for all Nigerians. Religious freedom and tolerance have been a core tenet of our collective identity and shall always remain so. Nigeria opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. Nigeria is a country with constitutional guarantee to protect the citizens of all faiths. Our administration is committed to working with the United States government and the international community to deepen understanding and cooperation on protection of communities of all faiths. Now, I think before the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's swearing in into the office, there has been this mixed up of there has been this talk of him when he gets to the seat as the president is definitely going to make the country a
Changes.
Muslim. It's going
Islam,
yes,
Islamize the
Islamize the country.
Okay.
Now, but then on the other hand, our first lady, um, Oluremi
Oluremi
Tinubu,
Tinubu,
she's a core sister. She's a core Christian,
even
a
pastor.
pastor in the Redeemed Church, and then does that still make sense that okay that I mean with what he said right there that okay there's this freedom of anybody choosing any religion, because I mean what is playing out like to the whole world is just as is like it's only the Christian that this terrorism is affecting. It's playing out as the only Christian that the terrorism is affecting. But then, as what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has said in his letter, is in his open letter, and with the fact that he has a wife that she's a Christian, and not just a Christian, a pastor in a church. Now, does this still spark that okay, maybe this is just a camouflage, maybe there's still something going on under for them, to try to Islamize the country?
Okay. Thank you for that beautiful question. It is not something easy for someone to Islamize a
Yeah.
country,
Yes.
because before you can do that, there will be written agreement that okay, this is the only religions that we are going to be practicing, or else you want to use another means like using insurgency to be killing anyone that is claiming to be a Christian. That if someone said, okay, I'm a Christian, and you know that this is a Christian, you go after them. That is the only means that someone can use even to Islamize the country, and it is not that easy. It is not that easy. But one thing I know is that though the so-called Israel was not built in a day,
Hey, yeah.
it takes
It takes
steps.
gradual process.
And there is a common saying that 1,000 miles
A thousand journey start from with a step.
begins with a step. Now, if this is the mission, what I know is that I'm saying clearly that that mission is already failed.
Yeah.
Why? Because where we have the heterogeneous citizen, I mean the large number of people in the country, not 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 3 million, I mean 6 million, 7 million people, that it will not that easy for you to carry out such
Operation.
agenda.
Yeah.
If they have it in mind, they should know that okay, it's a project or it's a mission or vision that is failed even right from the onset.
Yeah. Even right from the planning.
The planning, it can work. And I will advise Nigerians that we should not think that someone wants to Islamize the country and having it in our mind. But how are we going to get rid of these terrorists? That should be our
Major concern.
major concern. That should be our major concern. Not that accusing someone that someone wants to Islamize country and someone is doing. And you talk about the Oluremi Tinubu as a pastor and married to a Muslim, and a Muslim to the core. That is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And even not only him, I could remember the late Omowumi Akonde. That is the wife of Baba Bisi Akonde. Baba Bisi Akonde is a Muslim. Why he got married to a Christian, Omowumi Akonde, and Omowumi Akonde functioned as a Christian till the last breathing,
Right.
till he breathed his, our last
Right.
breath. You know, I will not go with that. That okay, someone wants to Islamize the
The
country,
country.
and if there is a hidden agenda, they should know that it cannot work.
Cannot work. Thank you for that, Afolabi. Before we continue, let's quickly go on a short break. All right, welcome back, our esteemed navigators. It's still your favorite program, the CONFAB. Now, we'll be talking about the terrorism happening in Nigeria and the invasion of the U.S. government alongside. But then, there's always public opinions about all things, even if it's just a minor thing. There will always be a popular. There will always be people's opinion.
Mm,
Now, I'm going to
mm,
be bringing the opinion from
mm,
both the office of the ex Binance director,
mm,
which it says that Nigeria is a country run by a lawless regime that relies on criminals and thugs more interested in enriching themselves than in taking care of their citizens.
mm,
Cowboy up. I mean, with this, with what this person said, that that the um, uh, the what's it called? Our politicians are only interested in enriching themselves more than taking care of the citizens. Well, will I say this person is partially right, Afolabi?
what the man said is Nigeria is a country run by a lawless
Regime.
regime. You know, indeed, if we don't want to deceive ourselves, a lot of ruling that indicate maybe one thing should happen, and you see the people in the authority insisted that no, it's not going to happen. Should we call that one a country that give, recommend or give, how will I put it, a country that knows that okay, there should be a way of, uh, how will I put it, just for them to know that okay, the country is the law abiding country. No. And what this man said is it is what we call see finish.
Yeah.
No, he has known what Nigeria stand for.
Oh, yes.
That is why he have to come up with that
Statement.
statement. And if truly we want things to solve, or we want things to be going smoothly, no one should say what the man said is wrong. No, although it is personal opinion,
Yeah.
but
It still relates with what is going on in
what
the
is
country.
going on in the
Now,
country.
we our former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore also made a statement, regarding the U.S. invasion of the in
Mm,
the country. He said that the latest threat by the U.S. President Donald Trump
mm,
to launch military action in Nigeria,
mm.
alleged to protect Christians, may sound appealing to some. Still,
Okay, that is the Omoyele
Omoyele
Sowore.
Sowore,
Okay.
yeah. So, still, history has shown this to be perilous. Whether you're a Christian, Muslim, animist, or non religious, no one should celebrate such rhetoric. The United States and its allies have a long record of military interventions that leave nations more unstable than before. They failed to secure peace in Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, or Syria, and they won't bring salvation to Nigeria through bombs or boots on the ground. What Nigeria truly needs is not a foreign savior, but legitimate, accountable leadership, one that protects all citizens, uphold justice, and ends the circles of corruption and violence that have left the nation broken. He made it that President Donald Trump does not care about the Nigerians, not Christians, Muslim, or anyone else. Our deliverance will never come from abroad. It will come from within through real leadership, not the boost of this world and national renewal. I mean, what the ex
The presidential
presidential candidate
aspirant.
said
I
is
mean,
candidate.
candidate.
He said, I think what the two of you said is most likely aligned. In case of the leadership should be the one to protect the country. Now, Afolabi, there's this public of there's these things going around that that definitely wherever the U.S. government should any country that they wants to save, the country becomes unsafe more than like before, and which of instances like Afghanistan, the likes of Iraq and Syria, Libya too. All those countries that Americans have invaded in order to save them for terrorism, they are still unsafe country till today. Now, I want to ask this question: do you feel that is this because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently said there will be 15% import duty on fuel for any importation of fuel. So now that we've been hearing the news about the Dangote refinery, that there will be that they can be in production can produce like 7 million liters in the production. Now that's not totally to the U.S. government trying to invade the country. Now, does this mean that maybe it's because of the mineral resources that the U.S. government might think that they can they think they can get from Nigeria? That is why they are trying to invade the country.
All right, thank you. Like I said earlier, that we are the one who open our doors.
Yeah.
We are the one who open our doors for something like that to happen. If truly that is the impression or what the U.S. government have in mind to do. One thing is this: no one will like to give you something free, like I said earlier. But the issue of the getting mineral resources, it then even voluntarily we are the one that is gladly
exporting
to them. But now that we have our own refinery, we are not. We don't ask them for any rest. Maybe selling it out, but we are producing
from
locally
us.
from us. Now, I don't see reason for USA to think that maybe just for them to get our mineral resources, because that Dangote refinery has come to stay and nothing can change it. And even there is a in their intervention, there will be a restricted area that they cannot go, so that it won't be as if maybe mistakenly they have to send
that is due to the process of war
that is why they have to set the place ablaze. No. That is why we Nigerians, we should be security conscious. If you see something, say something.
Thank you for that, Afolabi. Now this brings us to the last topic that we'll be discussing today, of which now that the U.S. government are now trying to invade the country, there have been sparks of people granting interview. Now let's take the interview of Wike, of which let's take the interview of Wike.
That's why I say this politics taking too far. The point is that I have always told everybody in 2015,
the opposition party, but let's hear from
under Jonathan, people capitalize on these kind of things to take over power. It happened.
Is it that are you suggesting that opposition is fueling this?
It is very obvious, and I have said this. Now, the problem we have today is that by Mr. President's own nature of politics, you can see the collapse of the opposition.
People will blame you for it.
Well, I don't know how anybody will blame me.
We'll get there. Because you have been referred to as one of the caretakers of the death.
I believe we've all heard from what Wiki said in the video. Which of he said the terrorism is being caused by the opposition party. That means the opposition party that is fueling the terrorism in Nigeria. Now, Afolabi, I want to ask you this question: do you think it is the same? That do you also reason that maybe it's the opposition party that is fueling the terrorism in the country?
Okay, you know that question beg an answer from Wiki, but I will answer it as a Nigerian.
Yeah.
And you know, when you said it is an opposition that is fueling the issue of that okay, it is only the Christians that are killing in the country, that if not for opposition, you know, if you are not there, you won't know. It means Wike is aware and it is part of the process. That is why he knows, because then Wike was known as the members of the PDP. And the opposition then are the APC. Now Wike is now in the APC and PDP. That is PDP APC. Now he will definitely know what is happening between the both parties. It means that okay, maybe the PDP want to take the seat of the presidency. President. That is why they are fueling the issue of the terrorism and the statement that okay, it is only the Christians that are suffering from this killing or affected. Wike knows, and if truly that is their plan, I'm appealing to Wike that he should speak with his colleagues, because they are the one who is they are the one who is working. Together. Yes, because he's a member of the both party. He should speak to his colleagues so that they have to stop
the killing,
because the killing is not even non-Nigerian worth to be killed because of any reason. Wike should appeal to his colleagues either in the PDP or in the APC that they should stop fueling the terrorism.
Thank you for that, Afolabi. You see, even someone used to say that if the US later invade Nigeria, that all these our politicians, they all have dual citizenship. You can just see them flying abroad. It's just us that are there that is we are going to get the loss more. That we are going to contain the most loss.
But I know Donald Trump, any one of them that have the citizen of the USA, he will not allow them to enter.
Yeah, thank you for that, Afolabi, and thank you, our esteemed Radio Visions navigator. On this note, we'll be drawing the curtain of the CONFAB for today. I still remain myself, AYOMIKUN, AY for short, and with me I have Adenipekun Afolabi, your prince on the show. And special thanks to our executive producer, the person of Dekin Michael Adeboye Ashaolu, and our producer, of which I'm also privileged to have him on the show with me today, in person of Prince Adenipekun Afolabi, your prince on the show. The man behind the button, Big Balo, number one, Balogun Abdusamad, and all other esteemed Radio Vision crew, Anoluwapo, Molamide, Chiamaka, and so many of us. We are saying a very big thank you to you. On this note, this is a goodbye from us.